if you're working on AI or machine learning on Microsoft Azure cloud, then in order to build any services, you'll be initially might be building it using a console Azure portal, or you might be using command line interface. But in actual implementation, should be deploying them into using either ARM templates or Azure Biceps or Terraform. And all these are infrastructure as a code, or IAC we call it. What is infrastructure as a code? What is Terraform? What is Azure Bicep or ARM template? We're going to cover all this in this video. Hi, if you're new to this channel, my name is Atul. I have more than 24 years of experience in IT, and last 10 years have been on cloud, multi-cloud, and last 2-3 years have been on AI, machine learning, and generative AI. I've gone from earning less than $100 a month to then earning 450 pounds a day to 500, 7, 900, 1200, and now 1500 pounds a day. So whatever you're learning is going to be, or in this video, we're going to cover everything about this Terraform, how to build the Azure AI services in this example, but you can use the same example for any other Azure related services, or for that reason, any other service using Terraform. We'll be talking about the code and the video that has been taken inside from our paid program. So you might be some references around that code on the program. Now below this video, I'm also going to share a link about where you can download the entire code and play with it if you have Terraform installed or set up. And if you have any questions, anything that is not clear to you in that code, just leave a comment, or if it doesn't work, or on depending, because it will be depending on which version of Terraform you're using and which ARM template or Azure Resource Manager resource provider you're using. So let me know. Check out the comment section to talk about the code where you can download this entire code, and have a look at it and let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, let's play this video on this for you. Hey there, this is Atul from Team K29 Academy, and in this video, I'm going to take up a question asked by one of the inside the program about how to automate the infrastructure build on for Azure AI service, and in that case using Terraform, which is an cloud automation tool, or better than cloud, it's an infrastructure automation tool. So before we move forward, I'll first explain you some of the concepts, and then I'll give you the entire code on automating or creating a Azure AI service, and especially related to that AI speech specific service within that. And I'll give you the entire code, and I'll explain you as well what this code means, even if you're not a developer. Now, in order to explain or understand this, there should be some prerequisite, which I'm assuming. I'm talking the context of a Azure Open AI speech related service in Azure AI within the umbrella of Azure AI. And then I'll also talk about Terraform, which is an infrastructure as a code. So what is infrastructure as a code? What is Terraform? What is Azure Bicep? What is Azure ARM template? And similar to ARM template or Azure Bicep, you have AWS CloudFormation, what this is. And once you understand, then I'll talk about Terraform, and within Terraform, Terraform code, and there's a concept of providers, variables, and then you have other things in that, which is a resource group, resource, the speech service or cognitive services, as well as what an output means as well, and what are the basic concepts about Terraform that you need to know. I'm assuming you already have some basic familiarity with Terraform, or you have some basic familiarity with Azure and Azure OpenAI service. And if you're not, first thing I would highlight, I highly recommend you to is, if you're doing anything to do with automation, make sure you also have done it once manually through console or through command line, and you understand the background process in terms of what you're going to do. I'll explain it with the diagram. So let's suppose you're a developer or a coder, or you're someone who is working as a DevOps, MLOps, or automation engineer who is writing these services or this infrastructure code. So you store that into a code repository like GitHub, and then on your local machine, you test it on local machine and then you put it into a code repository like GitHub. And then from there, you fire a Terraform command. The Terraform command will go and connect to Azure and will provision services like Azure OpenAI. And that OpenAI service will require something called as Azure Resource Group. And you're familiar with those concepts as well. So before we move forward, as I said, this is the context, this is the example that we are covering here in this particular video. So first of all, what is infrastructure as a code? Any service that you provision in Microsoft Azure cloud in this context, but it could be AWS cloud, it could be Google cloud, it could be on-premise and so on. They come where you're building the infrastructure through code, infrastructure as a code, and there are different services in that. So understand this infrastructure code where you can create all basic infrastructure building blocks like storage, networking, compute, databases, in this case, Azure AI service as well. Now, why it matters? You as an engineer, or maybe AI engineer, you may be as a automation engineer, you may be as someone who's working on MLOps, DevOps, or as a part of the team, you need to build and drop or delete these services quite regularly, especially on CI/CD and inside the program when we go for MLOps, we're going to go deeper into these services as well. So infra this infrastructure service, Azure has ARM template, and ARM template are nothing but JSON files, JavaScript object notation, which are in a format of key value pair. You provide that, and you can automate a lot of these things, but they are specific to, or a lot of ARM templates to build Azure resources. They are specific to Azure. And similar to Azure, you also have the Azure Bicep, which is another method, which is a new method, which is more user-friendly method to deploy Azure resources on Azure cloud, and it's much easier and other alternative to ARM templates that you have. Again, you do it through automation. So depending on what your company might be using, then you have a AWS. Before I go forward, you also have AWS Cloud Formation, similar to ARM template or Bicep, but AWS Cloud Formation is for specific to AWS. And then you have a fifth and final service, which is Terraform, which is an open source that you can use either for AWS, Azure, and so on, or any other on-premise as well. So companies, in a company where you go, you might be using just ARM template, or you might be or using Bicep, which is a new method, or you might be wanting to do open source where you can use single tool for multiple provider, and that's where you use Terraform. So this is mainly in a nutshell about infrastructure as code, which is nothing but the way to provision resources in cloud or AI or whatever you're doing. Doesn't need to be just AI. It could be cloud, on-premise, and so on. ARM template Bicep are method specific to Microsoft Azure. AWS Cloud Formation is specific to AWS, and Cloud Terraform is for across multiple environments. That's what it basically in a nutshell, in a simple terms. Then when we look at for Terraform code, there's something called as providers. Now provider is for, you have a provider for Microsoft Azure. The provider is Azure Resource Manager, ARM, Azure ARM. Similar to Azure RM, sorry, Resource Manager, Azure Resource Manager. Similar to that, you have for AWS, Google, on-premise, containers, Kubernetes, and so on. Now, I'm not going to go into details. And again, I'm assuming you already have some basic knowledge. But if you want to go deeper, we have a Terraform program in that we go deeper into and explain those things as well. Now, variables are nothing but a way to uh, pass on some parameters onto the this Terraform code, and I'm telling the variable and it's in string, which is a I'm taking resource group name, and resource group in like if you've created a Azure AI service or any service in Azure, everything is revolved around AI resource group. So as I was saying, resource group is nothing but a collection of resources. Anything and everything that you create inside the Azure goes inside a resource group. And that's basically, this is what we are talking about. We're picking that as a parameter, and then we'll feed it back in the program and code as well. Uh, so, and these resource group will be centrally manage all your resources. You can do the entire life cycle management through resource group. Then you have a location in which basically the data center inside which the resource will be created. This Azure AI service will be created, in this case, speech. So that's basically like US West, US East, and so on. And then this is where we are saying speech service name. What is the service name that we are creating? That's a variable that we are going to create. And SKU is basically store keeping unit, which is like basically there are models right now. I think it's foundation or S0 right now, I think, but you can have different parameters in for future references as well. So default is, I think, F0. It's going to pick that, or you can change that as well. And so this is where we are going to give the resource group all these parameters. This is basically we're putting these variables. Then we are giving name of the service, which is a resource. In this here, what we are doing is we are getting a resource, and the resource name is this Azure. This is an resource Azure Cognitive Service, and these are the parameters which we have picked it and given it. What is the name of this resource? What is the where is the location? What is the resource group? What is the kind? Kind is basically represent what particular service. In this case, speech service. That's a name for Azure AI speech service as well. And then tag is a key value pair. You can say it's a dev environment, test environment, prod environment, or the project name or whatever you want to do it as well. Again, you'll understand these things if you created one of the Azure APIs, Azure service, AI service using the console or from command line. And then this is going to give you output. Output is basically are the keys. So when you create a resource, it'll create two keys so that your users can, and it'll also give you endpoint. Through that endpoint, you access that particular service, and then you use keys to connect or secure that as well. So that's basically, this is where you're getting endpoint URLs. And so basically, whatever is being created, once it's created, it'll give you the two keys as well as the account. So right now, you're only giving a primary access key. You can also get a secondary access key and so on. So that's basically in a nutshell entire about code as well. And now once you've created this code, you put into it a Terraform file, maybe save it as file like men.tf. And then when you run the Terraform, and again, if you're familiar, a little bit of familiar with Terraform, you first do init or initialization of Terraform code, which will check the code and say code is correct or not. It'll download any dependencies, anything and everything that it's need, and it will store it and will give you output that it's ready to run or not. Then we're going to populate our variables in a .tf vars. There are different ways to populate these variables or keep that variable in different files depending on. But one of the examples is with an extension .tf vars, which is the variables, and you keep all the parameters, values, whatever you want to give it, which resource group you want to assign, where you want to keep it, name of the service, and then what is the SKU, or it'll pick up the default value that you've picked up as well. And then we are going to do is we're going to apply the Terraform with this variable file so that it's saying we're saying Terraform apply. And when you say apply, that's when it's actually go and create it. You can also have other commands in Terraform like test, validate, and all those things. You can do those as well. And here I'm passing a variable file that tfvar, so it'll take input as well. So that's in a nutshell all about the Terraform. Now you can read further here, and that which I've already mentioned, but you can read the explanation. And explanation is what is my provider and what is the feature block that basically means. You can then we have all these variables, what these variables means, which I've already mentioned. Then you have a resource group, what this resource group basically that you see that's being created here. Then we have a speech service, the actual service that we are creating, and you can understand. And then we have output, which is the parameter that's coming out of that. So in a summary, you need to know about provider, variable, a resource group, Azure speech service, and the output file as well. And that's pretty much on how you write a code. Now, if you have the Terraform setup already, then go and create it. If you're not, let me tell it to you how you can, if you're part of Terraform, you just go to search for Terraform, and we have inside that Terraform job-oriented program or Terraform associate. This is where you go and create all these resources basically for Terraform if you're not familiar with Terraform. So we have, this is just a Terraform overview, but we have a Terraform certified associate class, and that is where you go and create and say Terraform labs and theory and the certification. And that's where we go deeper into understanding, explaining all these concepts. So what you do is you actually create and perform the Terraform installation, and make sure that you follow these labs where you actually go and set up this Terraform environment and play with Azure in this case here, and create resources. So, and then if you want to go deeper or if you want to get certified as well, I think within the here you have a certification. You can refer to the certification as well and do. There's a Terraform certified associate, and there'll be sample exam questions that you'll be seeing. There are 6 sets, which will be more than enough with their explanation and answers, which is more than enough to clear the certification. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if let me go back onto if you need any other, if you have any doubts, leave them under comment section, and otherwise go and perform these Terraform or how to automate using Terraform this code in Azure AI service. I hope that makes sense. This is a whole project as well. Do let me know, give me the feedback about how it goes, and try it out if you're already familiar with Terraform, or at least you can talk in the interviews as well. With that, Atul from Team Keto Academy, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you in another question. If you have any questions like these, please feel free to ask in our WhatsApp group or here, or drop email to support@ketonacademy.com so we can create more of these. With that, Atul signing out. Take care and bye for now.